Everyone, welcome to day one of the XD Daily Creative Challenge. My name is Melody, I'm your host. I am a freelance UI UX designer here in the Bay Area, and I'm also a host on some of the Adobe live streams. And I'm so excited to be here for day one. Hello to everyone in the chat, Kushal, Rolando, Paco, Harry, June, David, Anna. Hello, thank you all for joining me. I'm really excited. So I don't know if you saw, but we released today's challenge at 8 a.m. and we're going to be designing a food delivery app over the course of the next 2 weeks. So each day you'll be getting a new challenge and it's going to be really fun and really exciting. So if we move over to my screen, I can show you, this is the landing page on Behance, and it's just behance.net/challenge/XD. And if you go here, you can click on this blue button. I've already clicked on it yesterday, so I already signed up. But once you click on this button, it'll give you notifications every morning to with what the challenge is. Hi, Val. Great job on your stream. Hi, Anna, Brittany, Claire. Yay. So basically how this XD Daily Creative Challenge works is each day you'll get a new challenge. And then you can head over to Discord, which I'll show you in a little bit, and you can post what you have designed and get feedback from our amazing XD community. It's really great. And you can also tune in at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time to join me and see how to get started. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun. And then yeah, so most importantly, you can get feedback on your designs and improve, and you can give other people feedback, and it's really great. And at the end of this, you'll have a full project. So I forgot to mention this yesterday, but it's going to be a progressive challenge. So everything's going to go together at the end. And at the very end, you'll be able to have a really awesome portfolio piece with everything that you've done. So really excited. So if you head down here, you can see that today's challenge is to design a home screen for this food delivery app. And we have a get started template, which is really awesome. And it was Exopixel or Marissa helped create it, and me, and we kind of worked together to create that, so yes. And then if you head all the way down here, if you don't have XD, you can download it for free. So you can click here to download that, and then click this button to join our Discord. So let me show you what Discord looks like. So this is our Discord channel. I think we have like 5,400 people when I checked yesterday, so it's growing. Which is really great. And we have some great mentors. We have Howard Pinsky, Peter Del Tondo, Tim, we have Chris Cannon in there, and Marissa or Exopixel. So some great people giving awesome feedback. And then we have some Adobe people, moderators, we have Cars, he gives great feedback. And then we have our community. There's 500 people online. That's awesome. And our community has been so great with giving other people feedback, and it's really nice to see. So if you look at this left-hand panel, you can see all of the different channels we have on Discord. So there's some community info where you can, the mentors will give some pro tips, and you can get inspired by different things. And Howard made this yesterday, and it's so cool. It's the Netflix intro that he designed in XD, which is awesome. And then this is our feedback channel. So this is where you'll go to post what you've been working on for this challenge, and you can post a screenshot or a video or a link to the prototype, or if you want to put it on Behance, you can do that as well. And we have people giving great feedback and some nice gifts. So yeah, it's really fun. And then if you are still working on the last challenge, you can still post what you've been working on in this channel, which is past challenge feedback. So yeah, really awesome. And then we also have a chat introduction. If you're new, you can introduce yourself, let us know what you do. And then if you have any questions about XD, you can head over here, and people are like really quick to answer all your questions. So if you are running into any issues, you can head over here. And then yeah, tips and tricks and everything. So yes, if we can we post the link to the Discord? Yay, thank you. So if you want to join our Discord, you can head over to this link, bit.ly/XD, capital X, capital D, Discord, and you can join our amazing community. Yay. So let me go back to this landing page. So As I mentioned, we have a starter template right here where you can get by clicking Get Started. So I'm going to show you the template. And basically this just helps you get started, and there's some articles, some tips for case studies or designing for mobile apps. And we have some resources, fonts, icons, plugins, and how to get feedback on Discord. So also something that we're doing this time is my file that I create live is going to be available for you guys to use. So if you join the challenge maybe day 5 or day 6 and you don't want to start all the way at the beginning, you can click this link, which will be updating every day after my stream. Hopefully I'll get it up within a few hours after, but you can download the link from here and get started on this project, so you don't have to start all the way from the beginning, so it's going to be really nice. The link for the template, it's going to be on the Behance landing page for the challenge, so behance.net/challenge/XD, and then if you go all the way down where it says Get Started, that's how you'll get the link for the template. So yes. And then so I included some inspiration from different food delivery apps. So basically this challenge, each day we're gonna do something different involving a food delivery app. So at the end we'll have a full app. Shao is saying, now I'm getting hungry. Yes, me too. So yeah, so I got some screenshots from different food delivery apps that I've used, Caviar, Postmates, DoorDash, and something that actually I saw on Twitter a few days ago. I follow a lot of designers on Twitter, and someone posted that a lot of food delivery apps look exactly the same, and it's pretty true. So if you look at all these different apps, they're very like plain, minimalistic, and they kind of all function the same. And I think it's because users are kind of they are expecting the app to act that way if they use one app and they move to another app. And if something was like completely different, they might be like, whoa, what's going on here? But yeah, it's kind of funny that that person pointed that out, and most food delivery apps look pretty similar. So yeah, and then yeah, so for me personally, I'm not like loyal to one specific app, so that could be another reason why they all look very similar. But yeah, it's kind of a funny thing to think about. But we have some inspiration. And then down here we have some UI elements to help you get started with some icons right here, some buttons, and then this iPhone X template. So yeah, so today we're gonna start with day 1, challenge number 1, which is designing an engaging home screen. And so I'm gonna go to, and then if you scroll down, you can see the next challenges, which are locked, dun dun dun. But they will be unlocked each day, so definitely come back and continue on to see what the next challenges are. But I'm gonna switch over to a new XD file, and I just copy and pasted this screen. And so I supplied the splash and login screens because for this challenge, we decided to kind of skip the initial sign up login section and just start on the home screen. So I provided this, and it's totally up to you how you want to design it. You can change it completely, you can start from scratch. It's up to you. So I just added this to kind of help you all get started. But yeah, so for the home screen, we want to design an engaging home screen for this food delivery app. And the problem that we've had from user research is that people leave the app after 30 seconds. Maybe they don't find what they're looking for. So what we want to do is design something that gets them to stay on the app and hopefully order food. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started. So I have this artboard for an iPhone X, and I already named it Home. And then what I want to add at the top is where it's being delivered to, because I think that's pretty important to make a note of that. So I'm gonna write that. And then the font I'm using is Avenir. And so I'm gonna stick with one like main font and then use different font weights and sizes to kind of make everything look a little different, but I don't want to use too many fonts. I think 2 fonts is like the best, like a good practice to use, like no more than 2 fonts. It could be too much for people. So let's do a light. And then I'm gonna hold Alt to kind of copy this so I don't have to do another text box. But we're gonna say this is being delivered to San Francisco. And then I'm gonna make this a little bit bold. Let's do medium. And then maybe like a little bit bigger to kind of emphasize that it's being delivered to San Francisco. And then, so I added the colors from this, there it is, this app, just to have the colors ready, so. And then this reminds me of San Francisco Giants, I just realized, so yay. Cool, so I'm gonna do deliver to San Francisco. And then I wanna add an option for users to be able to change their location. And I'm gonna use the new polygon tool, which is really exciting. And the shortcut for that is just Y. Oh, Steven's saying when I click on Get Started, it opens as an image, not an XD file. It should be a Dropbox link, and then you can download the XD file from there, hopefully. Hi, Huxel. Yes, I am flying solo today. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the little drop down button, and I'm gonna make that orange as well. And then I kind of want to make the edges a little bit round. So I'm just gonna zoom in, there's a little circle, and I'm gonna hold on it and bring it down. And then I wanna flip this, so we have these handy flipping buttons on the side, which are pretty cool. And then that might be too big. Okay. So something like this. Delivered to San Francisco, and I'll have to align this later when I'm working on it. And then I'll have whatever I finish ready for you guys to use at the end. So yeah, so I'm gonna grab these and bring them into the center. And then I want this to stay on the top of the app while the user scrolls down. So I'm gonna do a rectangle over top and get rid of the border. And then I'm gonna Command Shift and left bracket to send it to the back of the layers. And then I'm gonna group this and then do fix position while scrolling over on the right-hand panel. And so this this makes that element stay on the app. Hi Samuel, so Samuel's asking what did I miss? So I'm just getting started with a food delivery app, and we're doing the home screen right now, so you came at a great time. Okay, so now that I have this, I want to get started on the main part of the app, which is this part, like free delivery, just kind of the overview of restaurants that are available. And so for me, if I'm imagining myself opening a food delivery app, and I'm usually pretty hungry, so I would want something maybe that's like pretty close by, maybe delivery under 30 minutes or something, because I've seen that as one of the categories on different food delivery apps. So I think if I want an engaging home experience, a home screen experience, I might start with food under 30 minutes, or you could do free delivery or your favorites. A lot of times I always like to order the same thing again, and sometimes I don't want to try something new. So I like seeing like order again, or like here are your favorites. So I don't know, you guys can have fun with it and decide what you want to include at the top, but maybe we can do like under 30 minutes or something for the first area. So I'm gonna make this a little bigger. And then change this to be a little bit bolder so it stands out a little more. Oops. And then I'm gonna show the layers, and I always get all these the keyboard shortcuts for layers mixed up. Yay, there we go, I got it. I always get it mixed up with showing the libraries, and then yesterday I had trouble with sorry, the guides, but yeah. Okay, so this is the title, and then I'm gonna add another thing that says view all, and I'm gonna make this smaller. So when someone is scrolling through, I'm imagining like cards of like images of restaurants and then the name, and then they can like swipe through and see where they want to eat. And then They could also push this to view all of them on one screen. So I'm gonna make this smaller. And then I want more emphasis on this title, so I'm gonna make this a lower weight. Put that here. Okay, I feel like this, there we go. And then I'm actually gonna make this into a component so I can use it later. Yay, thanks Tim for posting the keyboard shortcuts link. Yes, it's hard to memorize all the keyboard shortcuts because there's a lot and they can get confusing sometimes. But okay, so now that we have this, I'm gonna do a rectangle and I'm not gonna go all the way to the end, and this will be the image for the restaurant. And then underneath, I'm gonna do like the restaurant name, maybe like Pizza SF or something. And then I'm gonna make this a little bit more bold as well. And then maybe make it like a little bigger. And then underneath, so something I've noticed, if we look back to our inspiration, a lot of them say like how long it'll take to get to you. So 28, this is pretty specific, 28 to 39 minutes, 24 to 35 minutes. So they have some like rough estimate of how long it'll take to get to you. But yeah, so I want to add that on my app because I think that's pretty important, especially if it's under 30 minutes, you still kind of want to know how long it'll take. So let's say this takes 20 minutes, or maybe we could say like 20 to 30 in case it doesn't get there in 20 minutes and then the user's like, what? You lied to me. So let's see. And then I'm gonna make this lighter as well. And maybe I'll make this a little smaller, like 16. And then after, I like to go back and see how the sizing of everything is at the very end. So this isn't like for sure what the text size is gonna be. Yeah. So, and then next to it, I'm gonna add the delivery price. In this case, I'm gonna say it's free delivery, and that happens sometimes. Some places they might have like an offer where it's free delivery or like a discounted delivery, which is nice. And then I'm making this a little smaller. Maybe I won't make it that small. There's not many different weights with this font, but yeah, and then I want to do like a symbol to kind of show that it's free delivery so the user's eye will like draw to it. And for that, I'm gonna go back to the polygon tool, which is really cool. And then I'm gonna do like a hexagon shape. And then I'm gonna make that green because green kind of reminds me of money, so. So Kush is asking, are components the same as symbols in XD? And yeah, so we used to have symbols over here and symbols are gone and now they are called components. So it's like symbols but better because components you can edit them at the end. And I'm gonna turn this all into a component and show you how you can do that. So yes. So okay, I'm gonna add a $sign in this really fast to kind of show that. And then I'm gonna hold Shift to make sure that shape stays the same. Oh, it didn't stay the same. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little smaller so it fits. And then I'll fix that later because it's not lined up perfectly and I don't want to run out of time. Okay, so we have this, and then let me take off the layers. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a picture in here, or an image of a food. or restaurant. And so I have some images that I got from Unsplash, so you guys can use them as well once I put them in this app, and then if you want to use this file. So let's do this pizza. So I'm just gonna drag and drop, which is really nice and easy. And then I'm going to highlight all these and group them together, and then create a component, and you can also do Command K. Nicholas is asking, is there any app example where under 30 minutes category is used? I've seen that on, I think, Uber Eats or Postmates. I don't know. I use a lot of food delivery apps, but I've seen that on a few of them. Oh yeah, Adobe, Gus is saying, I believe Caviar has a quick meals. Yeah, so a lot of places have that depending on where you are and where the food is coming from. Okay, so this is a component, and what I'm gonna do now is do a repeat grid with the component. So I'm just gonna click on repeat grid and then drag it out over here. And so you can see that it kind of went longer. And now I'm gonna change the images in each one. So I'm gonna open up my libraries again, and then click on that. And I'm gonna drag that in, and then so I was trying this at home just to make sure it worked, and I noticed that I couldn't drag anything here because it's not on the artboard. So after a while, I was like, wow, I could just scroll this over here, and then I can add that. So if you want to add images, if you have stuff that is not on the artboard, you can just move it over, drag the image in, and then move it back. Oops. So yeah. So now I'm going to move this back here, and then you can change the name of these places as well. So this looks like a cheese board place. And that's a little too long, so maybe we can make this smaller. These are all like things that I would like do at the end if something doesn't fit right. There we go. And then maybe, let me just move this over so it's easy to see. Maybe for this one, it's not free delivery, and I want to delete this and say it's like $4.99 delivery. And then, yes, so you can see that I changed something on this and it did not change the first component, which is really cool. So, and then I have it here, so if I ever want to use it again, I can just drag it out and have it here, and this will be the master component. And the way you can tell is there's this like diamond that's green. And then so whatever you edit on this will change everything else. But if you edit like this, it won't change. It'll only change on here. Jacob is saying, I wonder how fast delivery is with Adobe Eats. I don't know, but that should be my app name, Adobe Eats. Yes, okay, so we are kind of running out of time. So let me really quickly show you how to prototype this with the dragging motion. Oh. Weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the prototype mode. Oh my god, I don't know if I'll have enough time, but okay. And then I'm gonna finish this app, this screen later today, and then have it available for you guys to use. So I'm just gonna hold shift and drag this to the last state, just as a quick way to show you. And then I'm gonna select this and bring it over here. And then I'm gonna do the drag trigger, auto animate as action, and no easing. And then I'm gonna do the same thing back, and it'll remember my settings. And then if you go here, and then you can drag these back and forth. Oh, Cars is saying $4.99 delivery is not aligned. It probably is not aligned because I think I saw the time and I'm like, oh my god, I'm running out of time, but thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna fix that, and then also I'm gonna post this on Discord, and hopefully you guys can give me some feedback. Let me know if I should change anything, so be on the lookout for that. So this is a quick dragging thing. Sorry I couldn't get the rest of this designed. Time goes by really fast when you're live. So yeah, I have like about a minute left, but I I want to thank everyone for joining me for day 1. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with on Discord, and I'll be in Discord later today to give feedback, and hopefully you guys will give each other feedback. Thank you, Jacob. Here's a link for Discord, bit.ly/XD Discord, and I'm gonna be up next with Sam Anderson for day 2 of UI UX, so you should stick around because it's gonna be really cool. And then I'll be back here tomorrow for day 2, challenge number 2 at 11:30 Pacific time. Bye everyone.